Welcome back to the MMore Life Podcast. It's a beautiful sunny afternoon. The sun is shining. We got our flag in a different location now because of that, so counteract that, but it's going to be a great day. We have a new guest on here today. His name is Filo. Someone I wouldn't say we grew up with him. We definitely did not grow up with him, but we kind of met him when we were in that late high school, early college range, kind of got to know him a little bit, and we're excited to have him on today, so welcome, Filo.
Dude, thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate you. But, yeah. We didn't really grow up together, but we had some good times.
We did, yeah. Yep. I see you got the Blackhawks jersey on today. It's Chelios. That's the pole right there.
Charlie, dude, that's my GOAT Greek player, man. I saw it on the rack at My Cousin Vintage. Shout out to those guys. And I couldn't say no, especially for like $50 on a starter, dude. It's Stitch. Come on now.
Yeah, that's awesome. That was our one request when you were coming to record today. It was like, you got to wear a hockey jersey. We wanted to see what you come out with, and you definitely did not disappoint. I can tell you that. I told Matt,
I was like, I guess some type of goat head, whether it's black, white, maybe the red swords. That was my guess, some type of goat head.
Yeah,
but
I do have one of those. It was a tough decision, man. It was between this one, I got an All-Star Yager, and I got a Slaney one on the Mighty Ducks that's signed, so I'll just never wear it again. But
yeah,
it was between the three. So
yeah, the classic jerseys are just like so cool. I feel like just how they're made and like the designs are just so intricate. Like you don't really see like the jerseys that come out nowadays, unless it's like a Winter Classic or a Stadium Series. I feel like they're not as cool as some of those old designs.
Reverse retro.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan. I've always been of like that, like off-white, like further away jerseys.
Yes,
that
the cream color.
Yeah, the cream.
Love
I love those. And if you have that in a jersey, I love it.
The Seattle one.
Yeah.
With stripes and off.
Oh yes,
Yep.
That's
yeah,
a
that was
sick
cool.
one, dude.
Yeah. There's even like the one I always think about is like the Pittsburgh Penguins like Winter Classic ones, like the one they've played against Buffalo,
Powder.
like that. Yeah, the powder blue, and even the one against, I believe it was Washington with that darker navy blue. That one is also pretty.
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
nice
yeah.
as well.
When Crosby got hurt
Yeah,
and then he missed
Crosby got cussed, yeah.
years.
Speaking of players like Crosby and like some of those older veterans, what are your thoughts on like Ovechkin? He's like very close to the record, beating Gretzky.
Yeah, that's a chase.
I got a bet going with Stacker. Dude, you remember Stacker?
Yeah, Mike Stack, yeah.
Dude, I had $20 and he won't break it this year. So
Oh.
fingers crossed,
man.
boys.
Yeah, because how many games are left? What, 15 or so probably?
Yeah, and he needs like 7 goals.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
like 7 away.
yeah.
I'm
He's
like,
gonna get it.
Just
It's gonna be tough.
get a
He'll get it, I
drought.
think. Yeah.
I'm praying that dude, last game of the season, there's an empty net, and he's like, I'm not gonna do it on an empty net, and he
the thing, it's
passes
like-
off.
Yeah, it's the
I
thing, it's
saw
like-
he did do that recently. It was an
Protus.
yeah. He like passed instead of getting a goal himself, he passed it off. So props to him for that.
I saw a clip about that exact thing you're talking about. I guess earlier in the season, Ovi and Protus had an empty net, and Protus fed Ovi for the hat trick. So Protus had 2 goals, Ovi fed him, and
Okay.
return the favor, which
yeah,
is cool.
I respect that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if Ovi, like, if I was Ovi, I would want my last goal to be like on a goalie. I would not want it to be an empty net goal. So I was thinking, when you said that, I was initially thinking he just passed up because he was close or something. But it makes much more sense for it to be for another player's hat
Right.
trick.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, I hear that Gretzky, like once Ovi gets a little closer, like 4 goals away, I think he's going to like every game that Ovi's going to be
I saw
playing.
that.
Just to
Yeah.
see.
Backstrom is too.
Yeah.
Backstrom's
that's
traveling
that's
with
cool.
the team.
Like
Yeah,
Backstrom,
dude.
yeah.
Backstrom's like half of his goals right there.
Pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That makes me think of Jordan Stahl, dude. There was like I think it was Spin Chicklets. I saw it in Jordan Stahl had like 29 goals. It was the last game of the season. There was an empty net, and he purposely hit the post. He was like, I don't want to get 30 on an empty net.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, I guess I get it. I guess if it doesn't matter in the game, like,
pride
why
thing.
not? Yeah. Did you see a similar situation? I didn't watch the game live, but the Sabres and Golden Knights game recently. I believe it was Hurdle. Maybe it's Hurdle. I don't know.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
He passed up. He passed up an empty net to try and get Eichel the goal
Ah.
against Buffalo, and then obviously it got broken up. Play goes back the other way, and then Dahlin scores like right before it expires.
Ties it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Buffalo wins it. It's like
Yeah, that's costly. I mean, I'm sure they all talk about that in the locker rooms. Like Eichel's just getting pumped up to be back in Buffalo.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't like us.
That's what
No,
Stone
he's not.
said.
We don't like him.
No.
Yeah. Mark Stone came out and was like, he was like, he's getting booed all night, so like we wanted to feed him to like stick it to everyone.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know?
I remember we went. I don't know who else went with us, but his first game back in Buffalo.
Yes.
Oh man, dude, that arena was probably the loudest I heard in a very long
Yeah,
time.
it's
It's a
Every
lot of
time
he
he
heard
got
it too.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. I think it was. Yes. Actually, correction. That was the second game back in Buffalo.
Oh, was it second?
I remember we lost the game, and he got a hat trick.
Oh,
No. That was the second one.
What's that?
The one where he lit it up was his second game.
Yes, that's the game we were at.
Yeah, okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
The one where Krebs and Tuck scored.
Yeah, that was
and
the
he
first game.
Turned it over for an empty netter. Like,
that was great. Yeah.
Poetic.
Poetic justice. But yeah, that was even though we lost and he got the hat trick, still a fun game to go to. Every time we got the puck, everyone was booing and Jack, you suck. Jack, you suck.
Dude, they like. I feel like games like that, like the only games that are like worth going to anymore, like that are like worth something, are like
those
games like that, dude.
Yep.
Toronto games, like me and a couple boys went to like RJ night, Ryan Miller night, Rob Ray night, and dude, like it's like the old times where like the place is rocking, and like, you know,
right? Yeah, the only time that arena fills up now is like for a Bandits game. Other than that, unless it's a promo night,
I was gonna say or a promotion. That's it.
Unless Post Malone's coming to perform or something.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm going to see Shane Gillis there next month.
I kind of wanted to go to that. I kind of wanted to go to that, but
my one buddy Scott, he got tickets, and then he went back in the queue and got floor seats, and I was like, "Are you selling the other two?" And he was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, sweet."
Did you see the video? I think it was a couple months ago. It was he was on the panel that does like college football, and Nick Saban was on there, and Shane Gillis was just messing with Nick Saban, just giving him shit. It was the funniest thing.
Yeah, he was talking. Yeah, no, that was, and he wasn't sure if like Saban was taking it like to heart or not.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Yeah. I remember what you were talking about. Dude.
It was like Pat McAfee and his boys, but because Nick Saban's obviously a very serious guy, and Shane Gillis is the opposite of that. So he just ripped.
I'm not gonna tell you, so quit asking.
The best video.
Saban, dude. It's one guy who like just never worked out in the NFL. There's only a few of those guys.
Yeah.
Like where like they were like sick in college and they went to the NFL and they were like, nope.
Yeah.
Dolphins coach, dude, 2005.
It must just be a different dynamic coaching the college players versus like the professionals. It must be way different.
I feel like you definitely get less like say and stuff. When college it's just like, okay, like everyone answers to them.
Yeah, you're the man. But like NFL, you got GMs. Some of these guys have been in the league a long time, so I mean they kind of got
a little bit of an ego on them.
I mean, think about it. Let's say like there was a feud between like Sean McDermott and Josh Allen, like, and one of them has to go. Let's say it got that toxic. Obviously, it's going to be the one. It's obviously Sean McDermott is going to get the can, not going to be Josh Allen.
Right.
Yeah, McD, man. Yeah, I'm trying to think of other like. This is a lesser known one, but like Matt Rule was with the Panthers.
Yeah,
and he was a great college coach. Like, Charlie Weiss, Dave Wanstedt was he was like a Bills DC, and he was really good in college, and then the Bills were like the 32nd defense. It was awesome, you know.
Urban Meyer's another one, I think, too.
Oh, dude,
with the Jags, he was pretty bad there.
I was at my girlfriend and I were at the Urban Meyer Jags Bills game in Jacksonville when we lost 9-6.
Oh, I remember that game.
It was
really fun.
Really fun to go to, and then drive home 20 hours.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I got a couple things about that game, man. First of all, Jacksonville Stadium's a dump. I don't care what anybody says.
Really?
Okay. I wouldn't expect that.
Everyone talks shit about the Ralph, dude. Jacksonville is not that much nicer. And the pool, dude, like everyone's peeing in that pool.
Oh, yeah.
You know that everyone's peeing in that pool.
It's like a mix between like actual pool water, like Bud Light, and probably piss in that pool.
Maybe some puke mixed in.
Yeah,
too.
that's true.
So, dude, we pull up to that game, and we went to UCF on Saturday, like college football Saturday. My two cousins who live down there, my cousin and her husband, are both UCF alum. UCF tailgate, closest thing I've ever been to, closest thing to a Bills game. Like, those people get down, dude. But it was shitty, dude. It was like 55 degrees. I was like, we're in Florida. It's 55. It's cold. So we went to that game, dude. And we get down there. We get to the gate. I'm wearing my Timbs. And security lady's like, take your Timbs off, boy. And I was like, what?
Let him know.
And she was like, dude, and she was like, take your Timbs off. I'm like, what if it was raining? I was like, they don't make us do this in Buffalo. And she's like, you're not in Buffalo anymore, are you? And I was like, all right. So I take my Timbs off. I was wearing them because they're steel toe, and I put my vape in the toe.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I shake. She's like, shake him. I shake him out. My vape falls out, and another guy walks over, and he's like, all right, you can throw it out here, or you can go put it in a locker halfway across the stadium. And I look at him, and I'm like, throw it out here. And I go like this. I think I'll throw it out, man. And I toss it, dude. So then, being the strategic people that they are, it was hilarious. It was my cousin Sevy and her husband Todd, myself, my girlfriend Andrea, and their friend Jason, who used to be a wrestling coach at UCF. And I had no idea this was going to happen, but he's the last one in line, and he starts like fanboying, and he's like, "Oh my God, those are my friends. I'm so happy to see them." And they're like, "Sir, please calm down." And he's like, No, I haven't seen them. I'm so happy. So like he draws all the security over. My cousin Todd flips the lid of the recycle bin, grabs my vape, flicks it to me. Here you go, bud. Thanks. Yeah, my girlfriend also she bought a football flask on Amazon where like you unscrew a piece of the point.
Yeah, I got you.
You fill it with whatever. So we threw a bunch of Pink Whitney in there, and she brought it in, and they were like, "Why do you have a football?" She's like, "I don't know. I want to get it signed." And
catch, yeah.
And they were like, Florida man was like, "All right." So there's a TikTok out there of her where
really?
She opens it. We're sitting in the stand. She opens it, and it's the audio where it's like, no one's going to know. They're going to know.
Yeah.
And it's her like in a Zuba's dress, like screws it off and takes a sip. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Nice.
But, yeah, dude.
I got a chance to go to the Bills and Ravens game in Baltimore this past year. Oh. We got blown out, but that stadium is neat. Like I don't know how new it is. M&T Bank Stadium.
That's what I thought.
But just the interior design, it's really big. It's much nicer than the Bills one, but yeah, obviously the game is terrible.
Yeah, that was
one cool thing though. Honestly, it was probably 25% Bills fans there. Honestly, though,
we travel.
They travel so well.
Yeah, I mean, Baltimore's close too.
Yeah, it's like 7 hours or so.
It's not bad.
Yeah, driving distance.
I've driven to Florida like 3 times over. Her and I have driven to Florida, and like it doesn't really bother us because like we both did it a lot growing up. Coolest stadium I've been to though, Cincinnati.
The Bengals Stadium?
That stadium is cool as hell.
Really? What about it?
It's just like super clean, and like the overhang, how like this is what they're gonna do at the new stadium.
Right.
The overhang that covers like the 300 level, like that's super cool. We were at the DeMar Hamlin game.
Really?
Yes.
Whoa. Wow. What was that like?
Weird.
What was the crowd? Because I imagine like I see a lot of Bengals fans, but at the same time it's really a human not dying, but on the verge of dying on the field.
Yeah, I mean, it was scary. Like, we saw it happen, and then, like, everything just kind of went silent. And people were texting us, being like, what's going on? I'm like, you got Joe Buck, dude.
Yeah,
like, you know more than I do.
You would know better than
they know more than you.
And I'm like, I don't know. And we were sitting there, me and Andrea and my buddy Dave, and sat there for an hour, and they were like, all right, game's over. I'm like, sweet, we came all the way, because we didn't know.
No, obviously not.
And we were like, sweet, we came all the way here. Like, what the fuck? It was weird. I know, like, leading up to that, I got to say also, like, Cincinnati, man, like, some of the nicest people, some of the most down-to-earth people. First of all, they know ball. Second, they're just like, you go to Jacksonville, people are giving me the bird and whatnot. And, like, you go to Cincinnati, everyone's like, how do you like our city? Like, did you try this spot? Like, welcome, guy. Like, super nice people. Like, just genuine people. Yeah, I mean, it was weird. We went out after the game, dude, because we were like, what else are we going to do? Like, we, didn't pay for anything. Since all the Bengal fans were like, you're on us tonight, like, prayers up for tomorrow.
Yeah,
like,
that's awesome.
Dude, awesome people, man. Awesome city. Like Jamar Chase said last week, though, food could get bumped up a little bit, dude.
You say that.
I didn't try Skyline chili. That's like their claim to fame, but I'm like, dude, chili on spaghetti and like.
Also, it's a night game too. I feel like chili. That's more of like a Sunday afternoon, like right before the game, 11 a.m., 12 a.m.
Also, this is January. Kickoff was 62 degrees.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's warm. Wow.
Yeah, that's very warm.
I was wearing a t-shirt. I was like, all right. But yeah, dude, heart goes out to Cincinnati, man. Good people.
Yeah.
Good stadium. Just all around good time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
When we were talking earlier, you kind of had a little bit of a hot take, I think. You said that Erie County pizza and wings might be a little worse than Niagara County.
Niagara County, yes. Niagara County.
You want to elaborate a little bit on that?
Yes.
He's let me take the wheel.
If I had to choose, all right, like if we're going like Buffalo style, like New York style, I'm going New York style all day. I like thin, crispy, greasy, whatever.
Yep.
La Hacienda is my goat on Pine, dude. Like
La Hacienda's the best.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that's
god,
the
dude,
best.
that place is awesome, man. That place, Buzzies is great. Goodfellas is great. Uncovered a gem a couple weeks ago. Hustler's Tavern on Center Street. It was a bar in a tavern in like the 1800s, and when the burning of Lewiston happened, it got destroyed. So about a year or two ago, this family that were like family friends of ours, they reopened it under like Hustler's Tavern. They do Detroit style and New York style, dude. Like ridiculous. And I don't love Detroit style, but like, dude, it was like you get like it's crispy on the edges, and then you bite on the inside, and it's like you're chewing like air with cheese on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, Hustler's Tavern's great. Lewiston's good, and like there's a couple good spots. Market Side in Youngstown, it's like a little cafe. They do like baked goods, subs, pizza, out of this world. But yeah, dude, Erie's great. Don't get me wrong. I shouldn't say Erie's great. Erie's good. Niagara County has great spots. Erie County has more good spots.
Yeah.
Niagara County just has a few gems.
If you like New York style, another place you didn't mention that's pretty good is I know you've been there, Matt. Is that the Broadway pizza?
I like Broadway.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, they have good New York style too.
We got that a couple times for like not tailgating, but like for like games this year.
Mm-hmm.
Broadway's good.
Yeah, the family's from like New York City, and they just kind of went. I don't know why they went here, but they traveled here,
Yeah.
and opened up the shop, and it's good. Like it's definitely New York style for sure.
I do like Broadway. I did mention that. You're right, dude. But if I'm right there, dude, Buzzies is across the street. I gotta rock with
That's true.
Buzzies, dude.
That's true.
Like Buzzies, dude, and they're famous for their calzones.
Gotta rock with the Killer
dude.
Bees. You gotta do it.
Yeah, Buzzies is great. La Haas. I mean, all those like up and down like Buff Ave and like in the city like Jocko's, Goodfellas,
Yeah.
like Joey's. Like there's just like so many random little ones that are good.
Yeah.
Like I said, Buffalo's got like a million good ones. I think Niagara County just has a few great ones.
Yeah, that's true. What about wings? What do you think about? Give me your top three like wing spots in say like the Buffalo surrounding area.
Barbell.
Yep. Classic.
This is tough, dude.
You
Barbell.
putting wing nuts up there?
Dude, a hot take, man. Not a huge one.
Really?
Guy.
Wow.
Nah,
Why
dude.
is that?
What about it? Yeah.
All right. So, well, to round out my three, dude, I would say Barbell, and then there's two right down by me in Youngstown, the Stone Jug and Ray's Tavern, dude. Ray's Tavern is out of this world. Nobody knows about it because there's no sign. You pass it looks like a house. And they just do, like, comfort food and stuff like that, but they kill it. Wing nuts, man. Oh Lord, I'm gonna get whacked if I say this. We went with it was my one buddy's birthday. We went and my buddy John Semino and you guys probably know Sean Colby.
Yeah.
Sean, he's in Sean's band.
Okay. Oh
John.
yeah, was it Orange Zest now?
Orange Zest,
They changed
yeah.
it, I remember,
Yes.
because before it was
It was No Vacancy.
yes,
Yeah.
no vacancy. Yeah.
No School of Rock.
They're a good show though, honestly.
Oh, they're great,
We
dude.
might as well give them a shout out. I only know Sean out of the group, but
Shout out the boys.
if you're in like the Lewiston,
Orange
Niagara
Zest.
Falls, Buffalo area,
Shout out Roy G.
Yeah.
Biv. Shout out all the homies.
go see him.
Dude, April 5th, Roy G. Biv, Pearl Street. Be there.
You heard it.
9:30, no cover. Looking at you two too.
All right. Let's do it.
But that's just John out of that. It's not any of the other boys. But dude, wing nuts. Okay, so we go for my buddy's birthday, and they're hyping it up for like fucking months, and I'm like, all right. So we go, dude. We sit down, and I'm like, all right, like you guys set the bar here, so I'm like, my expectations are through the roof.
Yeah.
Okay. So we go to. This isn't a fair assessment either because we went to the one at Froth Brewery. This is
Okay.
not.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
not wing nuts. This is not room 40.
Yep.
Okay. Like, so we sit down, and I'm like, boys, like, where's the menu? And they're like, oh, you got to scan the QR code. And I'm like, oh, it's one of these.
It's
So I
one of these
scanned it.
places.
This is my 5 points of Froth Brewery wing nuts. Okay. This is the first one, the QR code. Okay. Click on the QR code. Scroll down, $2 a wing. That's my second point.
Yeah, that is pricey.
It is pricey there.
Okay. Third point. I asked for a beer. Server goes, I work for Wingnuts. I don't work for the brewery. So if you need a beer, you need to go up to the bar. And I was like, okay. Third point. Fourth point. Wings come out. They're good. I'll give them this. They're huge. They're bigger than anyone else, right? Whatever.
It's like a chicken breast.
Yeah.
Literally. Yes, dude. It's like Thanksgiving fucking like drumsticks, dude. So my buddies are like, don't get Wingnuts medium. It's too hot. Don't get Buffalo mild. It's not that good. So I'm like, all right. I'll get Buffalo medium and Wingnuts mild. Okay. Buffalo medium was pretty hot. It was good. It was pretty hot. Wingnuts mild was like a sweet, and I was like, I don't know. So that's the fourth point. Okay. Actually, there's 6 points. I'm sorry. Fifth point, dude.
We get to number 10. He's like, actually, I think it's 17 points.
Yeah, right. Fifth point, dude, is I'm like, I closed my tab. I got 2 beers. I got my girlfriend a shot because I don't do mixed drinks at Froth. It's like $25. And I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Okay, my last point, dude. If I'm scanning a QR code to order, what am I tipping you to do?
Yeah.
True.
Like, yes, you brought me my wings. Okay, great. But, like,
That's true.
I'm leaving you 20% for, like, carrying a basket of wings out to me, dude.
Yeah. I get that.
It's like half the work.
Right. Like, I mean, that's my take on that Froth Brewery location. I haven't been to the other one, so I can't speak on it, but everyone loves them, so I'm sure, like, I would probably have a different experience.
Yeah. Listen, I'm a big Wingnuts guy, but we do actually have a funny story about the wait staff at the last time we got Wingnuts.
Yeah.
So Matt and I went to go to Wingnuts, and this is the one in Amherst, the new one.
By UB.
By UB.
Okay.
UB North.
Right near room 40.
Yeah, room 40 is in there.
Yeah.
And so we had to wait like half an hour for a table, we're just chilling. And there's like I think, what brewery is it? What's the brewery that does Pils Mafia? Which one's that?
Is it Thin Man?
Yeah, I think Thin Man. It was Thin Man.
Dude, remind me about that after your story.
Okay. And they're having like a tasting of these different beers and stuff. So Matt and I tried like 3 or 4 beers each, quick shot. And then he gives us a glass, like a Thin Man glass at the end, just for like participating, I guess. We take that to the table, and then so we're sitting down. We both just get water because we just had a bunch of beer. We don't need one right now. And then waiter comes in and out, and Matt goes, "Do you see that?" I was like, "What's happened?" He's like, "Look at our glasses." I was like, "They're gone." He just like took our glasses that we got from.
Yeah, he thought we got drinks like at the table.
No,
so
yeah,
he took our free glasses.
So that's terrible.
When he came back, I was like, "Yeah, those glasses. We got them from the guy over there from Thin Man." He's like, "Oh, I was wondering why I looked a little different."
He's like, "Yeah, I was wondering why there's a different glass and there's like nothing in them, like no sign. They look clean."
Yeah.
It's like, well, yeah, I mean,
yeah, that's why. So he ended up going in the back and getting them, but it was just a weird experience.
That's unfortunate, but yeah, I get it, man.
Yeah, we got him back, but I do understand what you're saying about the price and the froth. That's probably why they moved out of froth. It's because like there was too much of a disconnect between the brewery and then the Wingnuts.
Frost's got good beer too, man. There's sours.
Yeah, a lot of different sours. Yeah.
The Concord Grape Naked Lollipop is unreal. I know they all got like funny names.
Yeah,
weird
weird names.
The Concord Grape, it's Naked Lollipop's like the beer, but they have like different variations of it. The Concord Grape one's great, dude. It's so good.
Yeah. I wish I was a sour guy. I'm just not really into the sours.
I've just gotten into them, dude. I mean, like with my job now, just looking at beer all day. I've gotten into Belgians a lot. And I've gotten into sours a lot. Belgians, man, are like they're like IPAs, but they don't taste like a pine cone.
Quick, like just for like the people listening, because they don't know you as well. Like, quick, small description of what you do, like for work, because you mentioned the beer.
I merch, so I just basically spend my time in Wegmans and Tops, a little bit of Dashes here and there, a little bit of Walmart, Target, and like the delivery shows up, I throw it on the shelf. It's super mindless, simple.
Yeah, we're just kind of like quick, like get your key, poke your key in like the cardboard, and snag one out of there real quick when you're.
No.
That's probably a good answer.
I mean, dude, like some of the coordinators, like they'll do demos. So they'll grab like a certain beer they're trying to get rid of or like something new, and they'll do like a little promotion, do a tasting. But like they're supposed to know what everything tastes like. So sometimes we'll just be like, hey man, we're trying this today. Like, take one. So I've tasted a bunch of random shit. It's good.
Yeah. Do you ever get like free? I know because I worked at Wegmans before, and a lot of times when like beer's been sitting on the shelf for a long time, they'll just put it in the back, and it's like dirt cheap. Like they'll send.
I did this
like
last
$1
week, dude.
for four.
Yes, I did this last week, dude. Though Trogs is one of our products, and they do a Christmas beer called Mad Elf.
Yeah, I've heard of that one.
It's very, dude. It's like honey and cherries. It's dark. It's 11% though.
God,
like you have one, dude. Whoa. So my dad really likes it, and my dad was like, "I'm not," because when it comes out, dude, it's $17 for a 6-pack. Wow. So my dad's like, "I'm not buying that."
Yeah.
So I went to Wegmans. I think it was the Boulevard, and they had it in the back, and it was like $7 for a 6-pack. I called my dad. I'm like,
wow,
how many you want?
Yeah.
he's like, grab me like 5 or 6. I'm like, all right. So I grabbed a shopping cart and just fucking loaded it with like that, and like Delirium. Delirium's a Belgian, another like high ABV, and it's like $6 for a 4-pack when it started at $25 for a 4-pack.
Wow.
Damn.
And
those are good deals,
dude. You don't. Mad Elf comes out once a year.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Yeah,
you know, and it's great stuff, dude.
Yeah.
But yes, to answer your question, yes, I've done that multiple times, especially in the very recent past.
I'll just try different kinds. Like, I feel like I have a weird beer taste. I like more like some darker stuffs, like more like porters, things like that. Stouts, yeah. And then like some kind of seasonal stuff, like example, I love like the Elkville Brewing Company, like cherry wheat, stuff like that.
EBC cherry wheat's good.
Yeah.
I like EBC. I like their beer more than I like going there, if that makes sense.
That makes sense. They have what's called it's like a dark chocolate cherry. It's real good too.
I know which one you're talking about. Yeah. They put out a good product. They a lot of mine though, dude, is like New York State and then like imports. And NA, dude. NA, it's crazy. Like NA is bigger now than it ever has been. Like there's certain breweries that only brew NA, and people are sober. They're California sober, where it's like, oh, I'll smoke a joint and drink an NA because like all my friends are drinking a beer, so I might as well feel like I'm drinking a beer.
Yeah.
You know,
the NA I didn't think those were as big.
I didn't either until I started.
Makes sense though.
This, dude.
Yeah, it does make sense.
It's a big part of beer is just there's a social aspect of people together.
Yes.
That is very true.
Exactly. Athletic is the company I'm pretty much referring to. Is Athletic. They have like they just brew NA, and they have like all different variations of it, and dude, like it sells like hotcakes. It's crazy.
Well, I think that's good then for people who like, let's say like they want to make a change in their life and they want to like stop drinking or like slow down drinking, and they still want to be like hang out with their friends that kind of, if they're social,
that's what they do.
Yeah, it's what they do. Then it's a better way to put it. Then they can still kind of do that. So that's good.
Is there a big taste I haven't tried the two. Is there a big taste difference between the two?
Not with Athletic.
No.
Athletic is like the closest thing to beer you're possibly going to get.
Wow. That's good then. Yeah.
Like I tried the Cerveza at Wegmans like I don't know a week or two ago, and dude, it's like you're having a Corona or like a Sol or a Modelo.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, it's crazy, man. It's like fascinating how became a thing, and I guess like the family, like the Wegmans family, is big into like the NA movement, so like that's why it gets like pushed a lot.
Can you get NA in like a beer store, like let's say Consumers Beverage? They have that there or no?
Probably.
I would assume so.
It's getting to the point, man, where there's another product called Ritual. Do they make NA liquor?
Really?
You make NA, it's in
crazy.
Wegmans. You got NA whiskey, NA gin, NA tequila.
Wow.
They got NA. They have every kind of wine you can possibly have. NA.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Interesting,
dude. It's wild, man. I broke a tequila the one day, and I was like, it still reeks all the same. You know?
Yeah, tequila.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Margs are okay, but not like
I agree.
Yeah,
I like margaritas, but tequila is just
Yeah. My one buddy pranked me, Zach, talking about you. He dates my cousin, and she works at Jetport like one day a week.
Yep.
Shout out Jetport, man. Sick food.
Yeah, I went back like once, I think.
It's the only place you can get breakfast like 7:00 at night. But we were watching the World Junior game. Like it was like USA Finland. I think it was a gold medal game, right? And I went to the bathroom, I came back. He's like, dude, I got you a shot. I'm like, no. I'm like, I don't want a shot. He's like, no, take it. I'm like, I really don't want it, dude. And he's like, no, I bought it for you. You have to take it. I'm like, all right. And I'm like, what is it? And he's like, oh, it's Tito's. I shoot it back. I almost get sick right there. He's like, I was joking. It's well tequila. I'm like, no. God damn it, dude. Like, mind you, I have like home fries and like toast in my
stomach. Yeah. Stomach didn't appreciate that one.
But yeah, dude, no, I don't like tequila, man. It's not good.
Yeah, you mentioned the juniors, and that reminded me of something. I don't think you and I talked about this, but me and Mike have actually been on national television before.
What?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Not directly.
Junior in Buffalo?
Yeah.
Yep.
Knew it.
When the World Juniors, remember that Casey Middlestat goal?
I was at that game.
You were at that game?
I was right behind the goal.
Dude, no way.
We were
right there. We were first row.
I was like row like probably like 15.
Okay. Yeah.
But me and my buddy Dave, who I was talking about, and our other buddy Cullen, were there, and he did that, and we were just like, what?
Yeah, it's crazy to see that stuff live.
Yeah,
but yeah, we were there, and when they're showing it on SportsCenter and stuff, it's like us in the background of the boards.
Oh, it's
like
wild, dude.
Yeah,
that's so sick.
That's a fun fact of the day.
That's awesome, dude.
Really, after that game, I was lucky enough to go to the game after that. It was USA Canada Outdoors.
I was at that one too.
Yeah,
dude, no way.
I remember seeing like Middlestat those two games. I'll be like, this guy's gonna be like an 80-point score.
Yeah, he's gonna be sick.
So insane for the Sabres, and he was just not.
Dude, we won the trade, man. I'll debate anyone that the Sabres won the Byram Middlestat trade.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
I remember the time I didn't like it because I don't know. I just felt the Sabres had enough good like puck moving defensemen. So like obviously Byram's good, but I think Middlestat would bring more of the team, and then he just really didn't pan out in Colorado.
He didn't, dude. No. He fizzled out. Dude, that Canada USA game, we still talk about all the time. I don't think I'll ever be at a sporting event like that ever again in my life, dude. Like, you're down 2 goals in the third period, the snow starts falling, you tie the game, goes to a shootout. I'm like, this is a movie, dude.
Yeah.
Insane.
Like, we were at that game was a lot of fun. I was with a couple buddies, and I remember, whose brother was it? Maybe it was Will Lockwood or like Adam Fox. One of their brothers came up. Maybe, dude.
That team was loaded.
It might have been Josh Norris's brother. I'm not sure. I'm not
Okay.
sure they even have a brother. I think it was Will Lockwood, but I'm not totally sure. Came up to meet my buddies in the lot, and we were talking about, I forget what we were talking about, but he was like, "Where's Bill's Mafia?" And I was like, "You're looking at him."
Exactly.
I can't remember the dude. Maybe Pat something, dude. That team was like. You're right. That team was so
They
stacked.
had like Quinn Hughes, Brady Kachuk,
Adam Fox,
Adam
Ottinger.
I think Joseph Wall too.
Joseph Wall was on that
Toronto.
team.
Obviously Middlestat.
Yep.
Who's great at the time.
I'm trying to think of who. Josh Norris. Scott Perunovich, who's on the Blues now.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I know the name, but I couldn't tell you the team.
He's just a little puck moving defenseman. He's good. And then Canada had like Carter Hart.
Yep.
Drake
Carter Hart
Batherson.
had, what's the guy? Steele.
Sam Steele.
Yeah. Maybe Drake Batherson, I think.
Yeah, dude, because I only remember Drake Batherson because he shot in the shootout of that game. And he got stopped, and I was like, who's this guy?
Yeah, I just remember because he had a big game against the final game against Sweden. He had a big game, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, when he beat Sweden, and Sweden's like throwing the medals in the crowd.
Yeah, with Sweden had Dahlin and like Pettersson.
Yeah. Oh, Pettersson, dude, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I remember he had a big tournament.
Who was it Jesper? No, it wasn't Jesper Wallstedt, the goalie. I can't remember.
I mean, you know who it might have been? It might have been the Gustafsson from the Wild. Possibly.
Oh, Phil Gustafsson.
It might have been.
Yeah, maybe.
I just know he's a young Swedish goalie.
Yeah.
He might fall into that category.
Just throwing a dart out there.
Like, I want to say like Boquist or something. No.
Oh, no, you're right.
Jesper Boquist.
He was the Chicago defenseman.
Adam Boquist.
Yeah. I couldn't tell you what team he's on now, but.
Columbus.
Oh, is he? Okay.
You want to hear the most cracked thing, dude? NHL. First of all, NHL, go fix your franchise mode. Second, dude, playing franchise mode and like during COVID, like me and my buddies would just take a team and like you just do like the off season and then you crush like 10 years.
Yeah.
Dude, you simmed like 2 years. Adam Boquist, who's still on the Hawks, led the NHL in points, bro. Had 18 goals, 100 assists. He had 2 penalty minutes all year, and he was a +4 with 118
How does
points.
what?
And I was like, NHL, you're fucked. I'm like, no, this is not. No, dude.
That's great. How do you even get those stats?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, because
Like
now-
he carried the team,
Yeah.
but then he didn't do anything at the same time.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm not really a big video game guy anymore, but I remember high school I'd play like those similar kind of thing, like
Yeah.
make their team in the off season, kind of sip in, see how
Yes,
it goes.
yes,
and
yes.
There'd be some random players that would just become like amazing.
Yeah.
It'd be so weird, but
Like I remember Mike, Mike Amadio, the dude on like the King, or he was on the Kings and now he's on the Golden Knights, I think.
no, I don't know.
Some
Sounds
like
familiar, but
fourth liner dude, like bouncing between the AHL and NHL. Like I scooped him up for like a playoff run, and he had like 25 points in like 10 games. And I'm like, what is going on, dude? Like NHL has no logic at all, dude.
Speaking of like players who like had high potential, a couple weeks ago I went to an Amherst game against Toronto Marlies, and there's a player in the Marlies who got a breakaway in overtime and missed. Levi stopped it, and then a shootout shot and missed. And it was good to see. It was the former High Sabres draft pick. If you want to take a guess,
Oh shit! Don't tell me.
Okay.
It's not T.J. Brennan.
it's not. No, High Sabres, first round pick by the Sabres
Yep.
on the Marlies.
It's not
right now.
Grigorenko.
No.
No. Definitely had siblings in the sport too.
Were you there too?
I was not there, but I know what he's talking about.
Okay, all right, hold on. Give me like a time frame.
Ooh, when did we draft him?
Eichel era.
Wasn't Joel Armia,
No.
No.
or as they say now, Yoel Armia. All right, I give up.
Alex Nylander.
Oh, dude,
Completely forgot about him.
Draco Malfoy.
Yeah. It's like your brother's better. It was the shot.
He was hot garbage, dude.
Yeah.
I was his first NHL game against
Were
the
you?
Leafs. Yeah, dude. William had like 3 points in the first. Alex is like, dude, I saw him. You remember the Canal Side concerts?
Yeah, I never went to one, but yeah, I heard
I mean,
about it,
you're not
obviously.
missing out on anything.
I
It
know,
was
but
just
well, I
like,
mean, T-Pain was there.
when
one
you were
night.
17, I was at that one.
Were you? Oh.
Yeah, when they crashed the Gay Town. When you're 17, it was like something to do. But, dude, I saw him at Canal Side, like right after we drafted him, like that summer, and he was with like I don't know, like another draft pick or probably like Nick Baptiste or Brady Austin.
He was kind of cool, Nick Baptiste.
He was dope,
He had good hands.
dude. I saw him and I made eye contact with him, and I was like, and he saw me, and he was like, "Shit, this guy recognizes me."
Yeah.
And he like booked it. Alex Nylander, man, R.I.P., dude. It sucks.
Yeah, there's a lot of actually. You know who's like a former Sabres player who like very frequently hits up the Buffalo bars. Old Sabres player.
Justin Bailey.
No,
He does do that.
older. Does he? Okay.
Paul Kostad.
No.
I'm joking.
Ryan Miller era. I'll say for this guy. Ryan Miller, Thomas Vanek.
Teppo Newman.
I wish that would be
That'd be
awesome.
sick.
That'd be awesome. Maybe like a little Yaroslav Spacek, maybe.
Yaro Spach.
no,
Like,
it's,
you're in Novotny, dude.
His name is Danny Paille.
Danny Paille, bro. I met Danny Paille. He's a nice guy.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's just Derek Roy. He loves the Buffalo bar scene.
I got a video of me and Derek Roy, dude.
Really?
He was at my cousin, my one cousin's wedding. He owns a bar in Buffalo, or my cousin, her husband owns a bar in Buffalo, and Adam Mayer, Tim Connolly, and Derek Roy were at their wedding.
Really?
There's
Wow.
a video of me and Roy, dude, at like, it's got to be like 4 a.m, and I'm like, Royzy, what are Saturdays for? And he's like, ha ha ha, the boys, baby, the boys. Let me see if I can pull it up, dude.
that'd be
The thing is,
You
I
are-
can imagine him saying this.
You are so correct. He does love to rip it up,
Because
dude.
the one time we went there for it was the Bills and Bengals in the playoffs. Were you there for Matt? You were, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
the
yeah,
blowout game.
Yes, and we got there kind of early. This is a rec room in Buffalo in Chippewa Street,
Same place I'm talking about.
and we go sit in this one couch, and the one bartender walks over. He's like, "Guys, you guys got to move." So we have Derek Roy coming. He wants this spot, and our one friend Rosario was like, "Guys, I got this." Pulls out a 20, gives it to the bartender. He's like, "Thanks, man, thanks." Walks away, comes back 5 minutes later. Yeah, you guys got to move. I'm sorry.
You got it. Yeah.
The 20,
Took the tip.
dude.
The 20 didn't
But,
do.
I thought you were gonna
Didn't
say
do
you
the
gave
job.
Derek Roy the 20. He's like, what?
But no, we did get to meet Royce that day. Took a picture with him. So
He's actually a nice guy.
yeah, he seemed very down to earth,
Yeah.
cool guy. But it's just funny.
I'm gonna find this dude. The video is hilarious. But yeah, he gets after it. Connolly, dude, I went up to Connolly at the wedding and I was like, dude, I'm like, my one buddy, you remember Chris Corbetta?
Yeah. Yep.
Chris.
I played hockey with him when I was super young.
Chris loved Tim Connolly, dude. So I was
Really?
like, Tim, I'm like, listen, man, I'm like, my buddy's a really, really huge fan of yours. I'm like, You're always his favorite player. I'm like, can we get a pic? He's like, yeah. And I asked his like girl or his wife to take it, and she was like, and I was like, can you take a picture for us? And like, I don't know if it was Mare, but someone tapped me and they're like, she doesn't speak English. I'm like, all right.
And this was whose girlfriend? Tim Connolly's?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
There's dude.
Isn't he Canadian? That seems
It's in
odd.
our history.
Oh man.
I gotta find this video, man. But no, he's a Syracuse boy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
because Tuck knows him. Alex Tuck. Yeah.
They were neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
dude. Which is wild. I'll find the Roy video, but dude, it's just, I don't know. It's funny how like sometimes you have the realization where you're like, all right, like athletes are people too.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
yeah.
they're just like
Just
dudes.
kinda,
you
give him
know,
space, kind of
like-
chill with them, but
you know, but not everyone's like that. Eichel.
yeah.
You know, but the majority that I've met, dude, like everyone's pretty
Yeah,
cool,
they're all nice
man.
people.
Like I ran into Mike Filo at Target on Transit like a month ago.
I honestly would not recognize Mike Flino if I
I
saw him.
reckon, dude. I recognized him, and I was like, I'm gonna mess with him. So I'm
You know
like,
who I ran into one time at Target? Patrick Marlowe.
get the
It was Sabres and this was the Niagara Falls Target. It was Sabres Leafs.
Niagara Falls.
Yes,
Dude, couldn't
Sabres
pick a
Leafs.
better target.
Sabres Leafs had a preseason game the night before, and I saw Marlowe with his kid the next day. at
That
Target.
is so wild,
Yep.
dude. In Target.
He did not want to talk. I said hi to him, and that was it. He's like, oh hey, and he walked away. But
That's so funny, dude.
Yeah.
That's amazing. When I saw Foligno, I was gonna mess with him, and I went up to him. I go, hey man, anyone ever tell you kind of look like Mike Foligno? And he was like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "What's up, dude?" But yeah, he was cool, man. I met him when I was like super little, and like he was super nice. When they used to have that, do you remember the development camp, dude?
like Sabres development camp.
And they would do it at Niagara, and it was free.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
It was like one of those days because Marcus like just got drafted,
Mm-hmm.
so he was there, dude. Those were like the days, dude. When you would go, like I was like, it's in my backyard. It's free.
Yeah.
You go down there, there's like 20 people there.
It's cool. Yeah.
Yep. No,
You
that
know?
is. Yeah, I do remember that. I remember I went there once when I think it was Nathan Gerby was there.
I was there for Gerby and Ennis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
dude.
I remember seeing Tyler Myers there too.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember one time going to hockey camp in like July when I was like probably 11 years old, and the Sabres were just practicing at Northtown Center. You got like Tyler Myers and Andre Sekera whipping passes back and forth. It's like, this is awesome.
Andre Sekera. His whole name changed,
You got
dude.
Patrick Lean behind the pipes. It's something else.
Dude, I loved Lil Liam, man, with his little
was
Marvin
terrible,
the
though.
Martian mask. Yeah, because we had him when he was like 38,
Yeah.
you know? But, dude, I always liked him because he just had the coolest mask. Like, it just, I don't know. The Marvin the Martian mask was
Yeah.
sick, dude.
I honestly don't remember the mask, but you know who's got cool equipment now, in my opinion, is Devin Levi. He's got the old school pads.
I love the
That's-
brown
yeah, it looks
so
pads,
awesome.
Yep.
dude.
That's sick.
Yep.
The
Even though
brown
it
pads are W style.
doesn't match the line or the colors, but it does not matter. They look so cool.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter. You just
doesn't
look,
matter.
You just look
Exactly.
70s.
Yeah,
Right,
it looks
yeah.
awesome.
It's cool. But yeah, dude. I
I
mean,
meant to ask you this earlier, since we're talking hockey. Let's say you get drafted to the show, and you're starting lineup day one.
'Kay.
Give me your like top 5 cities or teams you'd want to play for.
LA.
LA Kings. Okay.
Yep. That's your number one, or is that just one of the 5?
We'll just do 5.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
LA's got to be up there.
Okay.
Montreal's got to be up there.
Yep.
I get a lot of shit because my buddy, like a lot of people hate Montreal, dude, and like my grandpa was a Montreal fan and loved like Rocket Richard and like those
Yeah.
guys. So I'm like,
Yeah.
some other Jersey Animals were. Montreal, LA, probably Minnesota, just because like they're like the Bills of hockey. where,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
everyone.
State of hockey.
Yeah, like everyone just loves them no matter what.
Yeah.
Florida Panthers, Fort Lauderdale,
Yeah.
elbow room, dude. Fort Lauderdale's awesome.
Not Buffalo.
Yeah. Not Buffalo.
Right now,
I mean, hometown team.
Hometown team. You could be the hero. You're saving.
yes. Okay.
Okay.
Be
yeah.
saving.
I was gonna say right now, like what I'm
I don't want
walking
to. I don't want to
into.
convince you, but like.
No, no, I would, because I just don't have to go anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
True.
just, okay.
Yeah.
All my friends are still here. Okay, like, you know, but yeah. So that's my 5, dude. LA's big because I'm just like, I like it for a couple reasons. I like it because it's LA. I also like it because nobody knows who you are.
That's true.
Nobody cares about
It's
hockey.
funny, it's funny, yeah, because you said like Montreal versus LA. With terms of hockey, like I'll say, how do I put this? Like being a famous person in that city. With LA, hockey obviously will be famous, but it's not going to get you the same way Montreal would.
Right.
Way
Oh,
different.
for sure. Yeah,
Right.
you're gonna be recognized as soon as you step out your door.
Right.
Yeah.
But Montreal, you're like untouchable though.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're like a god up there.
you're like
It's
you're
all
just
right.
walking the streets like this game means so much.
Yes.
It's like December 10th against you're playing I
the
don't know.
Sharks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you play the Sharks on Tuesday night, and it's like this game means the world.
Yeah.
Strapping up
literally,
for
dude.
war.
Yes.
I don't know why it took so long for me.
I found the
for me to think
video.
of a bad team, but yeah.
I found the Royce video.
Oh no.
How long is it?
5 seconds.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, how long are we sitting here
30
for?
minutes.
Hang on. I'll put it on the mic. It's just Avicii blaring in the
That's
background.
Oh man, I miss Avicii. Never saw him live, but he was incredible.
I still listen to Levels every now and
Oh, yeah.
again. You can't skip it.
No, you can't skip.
Classic.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Levels is good. I like, dude, like my part of what I was talking about earlier is like my palette when it comes to music has shifted like so hard, dude.
Yeah, mine is too.
With like getting closer with like John from Zest and like a couple other boys and like Roy G. Piv, who I shouted out. Like, dude, I've gotten more into like jam stuff just because like I drive around all day and it's easy listening and like I don't look at my phone, you know. So I'll throw on like a Grateful Dead song or like Widespread Panic or like something like that, and like, dude, it lasts 20 minutes and then you're like, oh, I'm where I need to be, like, you know. And it's not very like negative either. I'm a big like, I understand people like cope with certain things and they like Juice WRLD and like stuff like that,
yeah.
dude. But like, I can't listen to negative stuff, man. Especially because it's just like, I'm like, okay, now I'm just
Yeah.
more miserable.
Right. Yeah.
Like,
I guess yeah, because I mean, sad music, not really my thing. But I guess if you're feeling a certain type of way and want to just kind of
right, that's how you cope.
lean into it more, you know,
Yeah.
I guess it's the way to do it for sure. Whatever
Yeah.
works for people. I mean, but yeah.
Yeah, I've gotten more into it, dude. It's and like also like people who like Grateful Dead and like jam bands and stuff, like, dude, they like follow them. Like it's like, dude,
Yep.
like people
Yeah.
like, oh, I've seen them 607 times. I'm like, how?
Yeah, there's no way you've just been to one. I mean, generally, there's no chance you've been to at least only one Grateful Dead concert.
No,
You've
dude,
seen,
you've
like-
been to
like
400.
eight.
Yeah, dude. And now they're at the Sphere, dude, and it's like you get a bunch of like 70-year-olds going to the Sphere and like just doing all kinds of shit and like watching them, dude.
Elaborate.
Yeah, yeah.
Not good.
John Mayer, dude. Well, John Mayer, Dead and Company is like their thing now because like, I mean, half of them are dead, but they have like 2 original members, and John Mayer is the front man now, which is kind of cool because like, to be honest with you, man, like John Mayer, like everyone thinks John Mayer's not a nice guy, okay,
Yeah.
like, but like,
Taylor Swift would think so.
yeah, right. But now, dude, like I was unfamiliar with his game. Like he can shred, dude.
Yeah.
Which is sick. And like that's what I look for the most. Like I don't really care sometimes, especially in their stuff where it's like, yeah, there's like a message, whatever. But like,
Yeah.
90% of it's just like they're jamming, like,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
shredding and shit. Like they're not
Yeah.
talking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, dude.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're more? I feel we've asked this a couple times with different people we've had on.
What's up?
When talking about music, are you more like? You more just like the lyrics, kind of what message the lyrics stating, more like how the sound songs and like is it like
I definitely
audibly
used to
pleasing?
be. Yeah, I used to be, and now I'm just like, nah, dude. Like, give me the sickest like solo.
Yeah.
Like, give me Eddie Van Halen, dude. Give me Eric Clapton.
Yeah.
Jerry Garcia. Like, Derek Trucks, dude. I don't know if you guys know like Tedeschi Trucks band.
Derek Roy.
Derek Roy probably can shred like Smoke on the Water or something. But dude, like I'm all about sound now.
Yeah,
Where
that's fair.
like what I was talking about earlier, like how I've like kind of become like tighter with some of my musician friends. Like, dude, like the biggest thing for me is I'm like I've heard so much and like I like you guys because it's new sound. It's stuff I haven't heard.
Yeah.
Stuff I can't listen to on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And like that's my biggest thing now, man. I used to be like when I was more into like rap and stuff in like high school, like
Yeah.
I was all about that. But like Now, dude, I'm like, nah, like, show me how this works. Show me
Yeah.
how this shakes down
Right.
and, like, why this sounds like this. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So-
I respect that. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I've done a 180 in that, in a sense.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's just like growing in general. Everyone kind of shifts away from whatever phase they were in, whatever they liked for that reason,
Right.
and then kind of goes against that. I've done that as well. Like in high school, I like mostly like rap, and now I'm kind of more like kind of combination of like some rock, some alternative, some pop punk, some a little bit of folk, even country here now and again. I mean,
Yeah.
definitely changed a lot, but
Yeah, dude, I all over the place, too, like, with those guys. And, like, I love, like, some, like you said, folk, like, The Band, dude, is, like, one of my all-time favorites. They're called The Band, if you know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
And they played with, like, fucking Bob Dylan and stuff like that, dude. Like, just, like, but then you kind of go back because you're like, oh, it's like they're telling a story. It's
Yeah,
not really
that's
about
true.
the
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean?
So it's always like a little back and forth, a little give and take.
Yeah, but if I had to say I side with one side, dude, it's definitely that, because just like how like shit's evolves and like
Yeah.
just how cool it is now, and like you know how hard it is not to rip someone off. You know,
That's true. That's true.
like because everyone's played this
Right.
at some point. So
True. Yeah.
Yeah,
Rhythm,
dude.
I mean, you can only do so many different combinations of it.
That's
and
true. Yeah.
yeah,
Sounds just sounds.
you're
so
gonna
good.
run out eventually.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a thing, man.
Yeah.
But
Do you ever? Are you like when you get in your car and drive? Are you like strictly aux only, or you ever listen to radio?
I listen to WGR until I can tolerate it.
That's fair. That's
Um,
fair.
Never on Saturdays because the guy just talks about betting. I turn it off during Sabres Live because I'm just like, you said
Yeah.
the same thing last week.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
There's not much to talk about.
I love Shope and the Bulldog. I will say, love them. They're funny. I like Broadway Joe Marino, and a lot of people don't. I like him. I like. There's a dude who went to college with Stack. I was actually on their pod. The dude who lived with him at Fred, who's on there now. I forget his name.
I like the one guy. I don't listen to it very often at all, but I think his name's Joe DiBiase. He's got
Joe DiBiase is good, dude.
Yeah.
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 I like. I don't.
Him,
Really,
I like Jeremy White too. He's got.
he's good.
names.
I don't
Yeah.
really hate anyone on there, dude. Like sometimes they'll say stuff, and I'm like, shit. I was just arguing about this in my group chat with like some friends, and I was like, and they'll say one of my points. And I'll be like,
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah, extra win.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love WGR.
You ever call in?
No.
No,
I
never-
really
would
should.
never-
I've
would
thought
never
about
do
it a bunch of
Really?
times, and I'm like, no. I'm like, don't do it. I'm like, you're just gonna get pissed off.
No,
Like-
I mean, whatever opinion you put out there, I'm guaranteed there's like a million way worse ones. Honestly,
Yeah.
people say the most random stuff.
There
on
was a dude who called. We were joking about it. My buddy Rory works at the Dave and Adams warehouse, like the car shop.
yeah.
But he works in the warehouse, so he like moves stuff around all day and stuff. And we were listening at the same time because I'm sure they just have it like on loop in there.
Oh, probably.
And a guy called in during football season, and he was like, "We need a Travis Kelce." He's like, "Dawson Knox is not Travis Kelce. He's not big like him. He's not strong like him." And I think it was Joe was like, "Dude, they're the same size." And he was like, "No, they're not." And he was like, "Really? Because I have it right here in front of me."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, "No, but Dawson Knox isn't mean like Travis Kelce, and he's not big." And he's like, "Really? Because I'm looking at it right here, and Dawson Knox is, I may be wrong, but Dawson Knox is 6'3", so is Kelce." And the guy's sitting there telling him no. And I'm like, dude. I'm like,
They even got similar beard color too. It's like that kind of that orangish
Yeah.
beard.
Kelce, bro.
I can't stand Kelce.
He's a meathead.
Yeah, I don't really care. Like Taylor Swift stuff, that's fine. I don't. Whatever, he can do whatever he wants with that.
Yeah,
With the
whatever.
relationship. But like on the field, he just annoys me.
He's
First
a
of all,
meathead.
he kills the Bills,
Yes.
and he's always like starting crap with other players.
Gets away with taunting.
Yep,
Yep,
exactly.
all
And
the
other player-
time.
other player gets called for it.
Yes. Yeah, I'm not a Kelce fan. I like Jason, man.
Yeah, Jason's cool.
It's funny, when I was working at Spicy Pickle, man, there was this old lady who used to come in. She's probably like mid-70s. And I had my beard like bigger. And she was like, "Honey, does anyone ever tell you kind of look like Jason Kelce?" And I was like, "No, but like, thanks." And she would just call me that. So one day I cut it. And she was like, "You kind of look more like Travis today now." And I was like, all right. I was like, I'll take it. So this
like
whole
Kelsey's.
woman's like hitting on
She's
me.
like,
all right.
actually, you kind of look like Papa Kelsey today here.
Yeah,
Papa
Papa Kelsey. bro. Dude, he's like not like you never hear about him. Like you only hear about Donna.
True. Yeah.
Did he play?
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's true. Yeah, you do hear about Donna Kelsey.
You
That's right.
only hear about
all
Donna,
time.
dude.
The fact that we know her name is like enough as is.
That's what I mean, right? Like
Yeah.
everyone knows Mama Kelsey, and like you, I think I read it somewhere. And like they got divorced early on, and like they stayed together like until Jason and Travis graduated or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it's like Terry Pagula's first wife. Like you never hear about her.
I didn't know he had a first wife.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Funny story about Terry Pagula's second wife, Kim.
Yeah.
So this was actually the same day as the Middlestat game, where against where he scored that sick goal.
Czechia. Yeah. Well, they were Czech Republic still back then.
Yeah,
This
that's
is
right.
before Czechia.
That's right. So, anyways, we're walking out of the arena to back to our car, walking by a parking garage, and we almost get hit by a car. The car pulls right out of the
Kim
garage.
Pagula.
It's Kim Pagula.
Pagula, yeah.
We're like, oh, there's some money right there.
It was like the Marriott building right there.
Yeah.
That's unreal.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna comment further on that.
No, hope she's in the best shape she can be. But it was
Right.
this was like 5,
Yeah.
6 years
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Long before
Yeah,
that.
it's shitty what happened
It
to
is,
Kim Pagula,
yeah.
man. I don't wish that on anyone.
No.
I met Terry at Sabres development camp.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, and we were in the parking lot, and I knew, and I had my picture of me and Tyler Ennis when I was like 10. And I wanted Ennis to sign it. I didn't get him to sign it. I got him to sign it the next day. I'm walking out, me and my dad run into Pagula, and I'm like, "What's up?" And I was like, "Do you want to sign this picture of me and Ennis?" And he was like, so he flipped it over, and he wrote Terry Pagula instead of Tyler Ennis. Ha ha ha. And I still have it, dude.
He's like, honestly, dude, we're trading him next week. There's no point.
Yeah, right. He's not like an ELC at this point. He's already like, get him out of here.
Enzo sauce.
Yeah.
I wish
that?
I still had that, dude. It was like Thousand Island.
Was it? Okay.
Kinda.
I thought it was tomato sauce.
No, it was like
Oh.
a dressing.
Oh,
dude.
okay.
Yeah. This is here. I'll give you guys this. This is a thing that one of my group chats we've been doing on the weekends. We'll do a Mount Rushmore of things.
Okay.
Okay. Give me your Mount Rushmore of sauces.
Sauces.
It's broad. Anything.
Like any kind of sauce?
Any sauce,
Okay.
bro.
On anything. I'm going to say.
It's such a hard loaded question.
Yeah. I mean, tomato sauce has to be up there.
Okay.
Versatile.
Like grandma or grandpa? Or like what type of tomato sauce?
Doesn't matter. Any kind of
Okay,
tomato
yeah.
sauce.
Like I wasn't
You're
even
putting it on
thinking of
pizza.
that, but
You're
yeah.
putting on
Yeah.
pasta.
Yeah.
Like it's versatile. Like anything.
Yeah. I wasn't even thinking of that either. I was thinking like
Like wing
hot
sauces.
sauce, mayo,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
like ranch, whatever, blue cheese.
I'm putting that Barbell Cajun honey butter barbecue on.
Yo,
Oh.
what a pull!
Yeah, that's good.
All right,
That's good.
so we're at 1-1.
That's like your unique player.
It
All right.
really is.
Yeah,
He's
out
like
there.
he's like that flashy winger who kind of flies around.
He's
a little
Isaiah McKenzie,
bit. He's Pavel Bure.
the gadget guy. So tomato sauce, barbell Cajun honey butter.
Yeah. Let's see what
Yeah,
else.
I don't know if this is a sauce per se, but it would be my response to yours. Hot honey.
That
Oh,
counts.
Okay, I count that.
That
yeah.
counts.
Hot honey is good.
Hot honey's
Underrated
great.
on a lot of
On pizza, dude.
Yeah.
Woo.
crazy.
What about like a Memphis barbecue for like chicken or something? That's love that.
That's valid.
Yep.
2-2. You guys are getting what I love is you guys are getting way more like wild pulls than I would. Like I was gonna be like mayo, Thousand Island Greek dressing. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, if you wanna chase that cup,
That's true.
you gotta have
Yes.
a good lineup.
You gotta exhaust all options.
You're
Or
going
else you won't
outside the
make it.
box, and I love it.
You're gonna be like a second round exit if you don't do that. So, I
Yes.
mean,
Yeah.
Carolina.
You probably won't even make the playoffs.
no, maybe not.
You'll be in Buffalo.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of Buffalo, medium buffalo sauce.
Okay.
Classic,
That's fair.
reliable.
That's
He's always
true.
going to be there.
dude, that is
Never
Frank's-
getting injured.
Yeah.
that is your tight end in the
Yeah.
flat, dude.
I gotta go Frank's hot sauce. Your
Frank's.
classic player who's
Okay.
he's been in the organization 10+ years. He's never been the best player.
Frank's is like Kyle Williams, dude.
Yes, that's a perfect,
Yeah,
that's a perfect analogy. Perfect analogy. Kyle Williams.
Oh man, what else?
Yeah, what's your last one, Matt? I gotta think.
That's why I love this question, dude, because it's just so.
It's
like,
very loaded.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Again, this could be maybe not a sauce, but does nacho cheese cost?
That's a sauce.
Does that count?
That's a sauce.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
a
gonna go with
sauce.
nacho cheese
cheese,
then.
okay.
Valid.
I'm gonna go Thousand Island. I'm
That
sure it's
sounds
been talked
right.
about a lot, but
Yeah.
it's solid.
You
Very
put it on a-
seasonal. I mean, every time around that March time,
Oh,
he
yeah.
just blows
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Dude.
He's made for he is March.
He is March. Dude, burger, salad. You could do it with like fries or something. Same thing, you know?
Oh, another one. Another good bench play here is the Chick-fil-A sauce.
Chick-fil-A sauce is
Yeah.
awesome,
Yeah.
dude. Yo, barbecue and mayo is basically Chick-fil-A sauce.
Yep.
True.
Mhm.
If you stir it up long enough and you get the same color, it's the
They
same.
load the
fucking
mayo
thing.
in that stuff.
Yeah. Mayo's good, dude, but too much mayo
Oh,
is a
not good.
sin.
Disaster.
You guys like Miracle Whip?
No. Hate it.
No.
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 I also get a lot of shit because I put mayo on my like Viola subs. And they look at me and they're like,
You okay?
Gotta have the oil.
You sure?
yeah, I mean it. You guys haven't met her, but I've been with my girlfriend for 3 years and she puts ranch on wings.
This was a good episode. We're now gonna.
But dude, like I always tell her, I'd be like, that's your one flaw. Like it's fine. Whatever. There's a lot of worse things.
Yeah.
But like when we started dating, like I would be like, hey, can I get a side of ranch with that? And like now I'm like, no, you have to ask for it. And a lot of
It's not gonna be
places,
me,
dude. Judy's. I left Judy's out of the wing discussion.
Oh yeah, I forgot about them. They're good.
Judy's is
Yeah.
right behind Barbell,
Yeah.
in my opinion. If not, they're tied.
I never had it. I couldn't tell
Oh
you.
Really?
my god.
Oh, maybe after this,
Could do it.
that could be the spot.
Okay.
And it's reasonable, dude. It's not like wing nuts.
I do it.
Dude, so now like we'll go to Judy's or something. Dude, she'll ask for it. They never do it on the first try.
Really,
Really?
It's not just
Wow.
them. It's not just it's everywhere. If you ask
I
for
like
it,
that.
they're like, "Oh yeah, no problem."
Mike, I like that.
I like that.
And then they kind of like take a shot, dude. Tim Pan Alley in Lewiston is another spot we go to. It's like next to the bowling alley. They have a thing on the menu that's like, if you ask for ranch with wings, we charge you $1 substitution, like
Oh wow,
the ranch tax.
the ranch tax.
There's another good wing place I thought of. I don't know the exact name, but it's called the Ship. The Ship something. It's in Lockport.
The ship.
I think it's like the Ship, Western New York, something like that.
Okay.
They had, I don't know if they still do this, but as of a year ago, they'd have like 25-cent wings after 8 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays.
That's cracked.
I know, and they were good too. Like they were real good. You couldn't take them home, but what we just do is order 20, eat as many as you can, and it's a great deal.
Frontier Golf Course, the country club in Youngstown, does 50 cents on Thursdays.
That's how.
Oh, that.
And they're like the size of Wingnuts, which is crazy.
We were talking about this earlier. Poor Tap Room, which is just closing.
Haven't been there in a minute, dude.
It's
It's
good.
closing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're closing.
That sucks.
know.
Supposedly have an Elkaville location. Never knew that either.
Elkiville gets everything cool, man.
I know it's
Seriously.
It's a cool
And then
spot.
only for yuppies to hang out there like 3 months out of the year. Like, you know, like Elkiville gets everything, man. There's a place across the street from where my girlfriend works in Hamburg called The Grange. They have like 2 other restaurants in Ellicottville, and they just opened a place. Actually, no, it's been there for a while. Wayland Brewing.
Oh yeah, yep.
And
Heard of that.
they always talk about it on WGR. Wayland, yeah, they and it's just like an empire, dude. Shout out to Grange though, dude. Best burger I've ever had in my life.
Really?
Unreal.
You know Mike's favorite burger?
What's that?
It may not be his favorite burger, but I'll tell you what, he loves this burger at certain times of the year. Before a Sabres game, he loves Labette House Burger.
Oh yeah.
The Bad House,
Yeah,
really?
They got a good burger. Oh yeah.
Okay, I hung out there with the Chicklets guys, dude.
Yeah.
With Rear Admiral, dude.
Really?
He was
Alright.
so loaded. And my buddy is Italian. He's like 100% Italian, and he's never seen Goodfellas. And Rear Admiral was like, "What the fuck, buddy?" He's like, "Yo, you Italian? You've never seen
Speaking of
Goodfellas?"
Chicklets. So I met Paul Bissonnette one time.
Nice guy.
Guess where? It was a bar in Buffalo.
Target in Niagara Falls.
Yeah, him and Marlo were together.
It's
But
in
no.
Buffalo. I don't like Fairley Island.
No, it's the place that burned down.
Oh, Brick Park?
No, Old Pink.
I never went there, but I never heard any like
you never
good
went
things
there?
about it. No, dude.
It's always a wild scene.
Is the steak Sammy good?
Yeah. Oh, it's really good.
Word.
Really good. Actually, when we were there, my one friend and I, Spencer, we thought we were getting a steak sandwich. The guy's like, "Oh, you guys are cool. I got you. I'm just gonna buy you the sandwich." Like, all right, sounds good. We were waiting like 20 minutes. The guy kind of leave, goes to work. He goes somewhere else to the bar. We're like, all right, where's the steak sandwich? So we asked the guy making them. He's like, name should be under like John. He's like, yeah, that never happened. That never came
He
across
got
my
you guys.
desk.
He got you guys good.
Got
So
him.
we're like, we'll just order one ourselves. I'm fine. And no, it's good.
Biz at the Pink.
Yeah,
is
it was like a-
not where I would expect him to
It was
be.
like a Monday night in December, and he was just like,
What?
he said he was visiting a friend, but It was like right after the Sabres traded.
Probably
Eichel,
some
too,
like
so
chick he met here during Chicklets Cup.
probably something like that.
He's a nice guy, man. He like
Yeah,
his personality is just so like crazy.
yeah,
Like,
it's very good for TV for sure.
Oh,
yeah, dude.
Got it made out for TV.
Yeah, he like his dude. Do you remember his Twitter like 10 years ago?
No,
He would tweet just like, oh my god, he would tweet the funniest stuff, man. He like DM'd Malkin and was like,
oh, I did see this.
hey,
Yes.
dude, he's like, what do you say? Like, you need a winger and like stuff like that. And Malcolm was like, not you.
Not you.
Or like he'd like take there's one of him like taking a selfie with this like 80-year-old woman, and it's like #wheeling.
Speaking of like Russian players like that, did you ever see the story of like Kaprizov when he first got to Minnesota?
No.
So it was like the COVID year. I think it was like on their podcast. Marcus Filo told the story actually,
Okay.
and it was like the COVID year. So they had like the taxi squad, like the regular roster, all that
Oh,
stuff.
I remember the taxi squad.
And Kaprizov like just got there that year. He's a rookie, so they had him on like the minor league roster or like the minor league taxi squad practice group for a little bit. And I guess he like meant to send a message to like one of the coaches, but he sent a message to the entire like. The taxi
Oh, dude,
squad,
I do remember
and
this.
He's like, why am I with shit players?
Yeah, dude. I forgot about this. I do remember that,
so
dude. Those Russian players, man, they don't
No, they
give
don't.
two shits, man.
No,
they
they
do
don't care.
not care. And I remember in the World Junior, they're always like cocky, but like, dude, like they just do not. It's like, okay, like as always said, Russian machine don't break. Like,
Yeah. No.
you know, they just party really hard and they just go ape shit with
Yeah.
everything in life, and like
Yeah.
they have so much fun doing
Yeah.
it. Like,
The forwards that come out of Russia are like actually snipers on the ice.
dude,
Like
Michkov,
Michkov, Tarasenko, Buchnevich. There's so many of them.
Booch, dude, he's had a down year in fantasy for me, but I'm in the
Oh,
playoffs, so I should be
There
okay.
you go.
Michkov, dude, like people passed on him, and,
Mhm,
and then
yeah.
like now it's just like
Because
so
what was the
crazy
threat? Because he
good.
wouldn't sign with like a team or something. That's
Yeah, or like it was all like the Russia
Oh,
stuff
okay,
going
yeah.
on too,
Yeah,
where
come
they
over,
were
yeah.
like everyone was like if you draft a Russian player, like he might never come around.
Yeah, but they usually do though.
Right.
It's like pretty much always they do.
Yeah, dude, Michkov he's crazy. Well, I mean, dude, also like Kaprizov was 26 as a rookie.
Was he that old? Okay, I thought it was like 23, 24.
Like
Was he that old? Okay,
No, because he just like he played in the K and then like
that's like Panarin.
didn't sign. Dude, maybe another hot take. I think if you're that old, you can't win the rookie. You can't win the Calder.
Yeah,
You're 26. You're not a rookie.
to a degree. I agree. But
You've been playing professionally in overseas.
not the NHL though. And how many leagues are close to the NHL?
KHL though.
Yeah, I mean that's not the same as the NHL. Though.
Well, yeah, Putin's team wins every year.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I just feel like there's a big difference in quality of player, like KHL to NHL. So if you can make it in
Yeah.
the NHL, it's
Yeah,
a
but
big deal.
would compare the KHL to like juniors.
Yeah, big difference for sure.
Very big difference.
Dude, you're playing against kids, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, my also thing is like, I don't know. Imagine being 18 and you had a 6th season, and then you're like, okay, this guy who's like almost 10 years older than me just beat me for this trophy because like he's a grown man, and he's stronger than me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely sucks. I mean, it doesn't happen too often, I feel like.
No, not
No,
very often.
but cases like Panarin.
I think
Yeah.
that was the year. I want to say that was McDavid's rookie year that Panarin won. I thought.
Was
it
it?
really?
I thought so. Maybe not, but I could have sworn.
No, I think you might be right. Yeah, maybe.
Maybe I don't know.
I'd have to look it up.
I
but-
thought I saw that, but maybe not.
I mean, I don't know. I just don't think that's fair. But that's just me.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
a fair point.
opinion, Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like other sports, like how NFL has like defensive rookie of the year, offensive rookie of the year. That's cool. I think that the Norris Trophy should be given to the best defensive defenseman. I think you should have the Bobby Orr Trophy for the best offensive defenseman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because every
Yeah.
year, dude, it's like, well,
Most points.
Makar had 110 points.
Right.
Yeah.
Sweet, dude. Have an award for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
It's just more like NFL, but I don't like how the media plays such a big role in like NFL awards. It seems like
Yeah.
the whole Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen debate.
yeah.
was just so,
Oh my God. I
to
was
read
so
about it was
tired of
just so
hearing about it.
annoying. I'm like, oh my god, like
The MVP race, dude. I mean, honestly, like, yeah, is it cool that Josh got it and like he deserved it?
It is,
yeah,
yeah.
but like, dude, like, he doesn't care. He wants Lombardi.
yeah,
He doesn't care about the MVP.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, he shouted out that one.
yeah, Slick Rick, dude.
Yeah, from the mirror.
like-
My
Yeah.
my buddy Dave used to deliver for Amazon, and after that happened, he was like, dude, he's like, I met Slick Rick a bunch of times. And I didn't realize. He's like, yeah, dude. He's like, because he would deliver to like the field house.
Yep.
Yep.
Makes sense.
And like Slick Rick, that was his job. He's a mail guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean, it was cool. But like at the end of the day, like Josh, you're saying like you're tired of hearing about it. Imagine how Josh feels.
Oh,
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably just tried to tune it out as much as he can.
Yeah, imagine how Lamar feels.
Yeah.
Lamar probably doesn't give a shit. Like,
Yeah, he lost the game too to Josh too.
yeah. Oh, I was there too. I was
Yeah,
there.
that was a good. That was a good game.
There was a couple French Canadian, There's like 8 French Canadian Ravens fans next to us, dude, and they're. Oh my god, dude! Every first down, dude. My girlfriend was to my right. Every first down, this guy would go like this,
Oh my god.
and I go, dude, cut the shit.
We should have done. We just kind of pick him up.
I'm like, dude, yeah, and then fight 7 of his buddies.
That's
yeah,
true.
true. Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Don't do that.
I was like, dude, cut the shit. I'm like, do it to me instead. He's like, all right, bro, and like he stopped, whatever.
He does both.
So after the Mark,
Yeah,
right.
both you
So
guys.
the Mark Andrews drop happens, dude,
Oh,
and
yeah.
everyone's saying MVP, and he's like, everyone shut your mouth. He is not the MVP. And I'm like, dude, 70,000 sitting here saying he is. I'm like, dude, just take the out. And he's like, he is not the fucking MVP, bro. I'm like, all right, dude. Pappy LePew was telling me that Lamar's the MVP.
That's a good accent.
Yeah.
Dude, that's exactly how the guy sounded, dude. And I was like, hey, man, I've been on the other end of this, like, a game. Like, I know how this shit feels, man. And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, you have 2 Super Bowls. I'm like, I know how, like, brutal losses feel.
Yeah.
I'm like, I understand, dude. I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. First playoff game for the kid, though. It was something.
Nice.
I felt like I had to go.
Oh yeah, I was at that game too. That was my 3rd playoff game because I went to both playoff games last year, Steelers and Chiefs,
Okay.
and then those were both good games. The Chiefs one hurt. I just remember that game like we missed a field goal. It was just like so quiet in there. Like,
I bet.
Leaving and then walking out. And then the one good thing, or the one thing that happened that made a little pull a smile on my face was there was this one guy who was just like obviously very drunk, and he walks right over this like fence. It's like one of those like small fence like by like a car drive through, and just goes right over it. It was like a very mini fence, like half size of my body. And
I've
over
seen a few things, man. The coolest game I've ever been to, rookie Josh against Jalen Ramsey.
Oh really?
When Jalen Ramsey was like, he's trash, he's an interception waiting to happen, and then Josh like literally balled on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Shaq Lawson fought Leonard Fournette, dude.
Shaq Lawson, that's a name.
That's a great game, dude. Funniest shit I've seen though. Me and a couple buddies were behind the goalpost against the Jets in Week 18, like 2 years ago. And it's another funny vape story. I don't know why it keeps coming up, but I was like, "Hey man, can I hit your vape?" He's like, "Yeah." So I hit my buddy's vape. The security guard comes down. "Give me the fucking vape right now." I go, "It's not mine. You gotta ask him." And she's like, "I don't care whose it is. Give it to me right now." And she's like raging. I'm like, "Okay."
Oh man.
But yeah, dude, that's one thing about me is a lot of people will break my balls about it, but my like party trick is like you can ask me any Bills game from like 2008 to present, and you give me the week and the opponent,
Okay.
and I'll either tell you like what happened in the
Yeah.
game, or I'll tell you the final score.
Okay. Let's run this then. Because I
Okay.
wanna. Is your phone on? Mine's off.
Yeah, I got one right.
Let's
If
check
you
one.
if you stump
I'll
me,
think of a game.
if you stump me, I will probably be surprised.
I'm gonna say I got
you
a
can
game.
get a couple. You can definitely stump me on a couple of them.
Do I have to say the exact week too, or
You could say like
the year?
2017 week this
Okay, I got a
versus this person.
Give me a year, Mike.
all right, 2021, I believe it was. It was the game I'm thinking of, Bills Colts. It was a rainy game. We were there for it, Matt.
41-15.
Really?
Wow.
Yep.
Is that so? Go check it.
Jonathan Taylor had 4 touchdowns.
41-15. Okay.
I remember this game, dude. They didn't want to tackle
Yep.
Jonathan Taylor because
Yeah,
they kept
41-15.
feeding him.
Really?
Yeah.
41-15.
All right, let's do one more. Let's think here. I'm gonna go try and think of a weird one here.
The Colts,
Yeah.
dude.
What's the year range we're talking?
08 to present.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Wait.
back.
I was at the Colts snow game too.
Oh,
That was a good
that
one.
must have been a
We
fun
got
game to
kicked
go
out
to.
for throwing snowballs. Well, I didn't get caught, but a couple buddies who did, and one of them was like my one buddy's cousin who was like 15 at the time. He was like, "All right, we gotta go."
I have a good game here. Let's see.
You got to dig back a little further back. I think
Yeah,
here.
that's what I'm trying to think of, like a game like a while ago.
I say you go I'm feeling 2012.
2012. Okay.
2012. Fitz.
2012.
Give me some opponents.
Watch, you're gonna stump me in
Yeah.
front of everybody, and I'm gonna be like, oh, what the fuck.
Do like a game like maybe the game they play like a team they play a lot like the Patriots or something.
You're gonna get me on this, I'm telling you, and I'm gonna be like, oh.
Yeah, say do like Bills Patriots 2012. Say like in Buffalo.
I think I remember this, but I'm not sure. I think it was early in the season when they played the Patriots at home.
You're right about that. It was September 30th.
I know this game too. I'm pretty sure Scott Chandler had a touchdown in this game. I know the Patriots probably won by like 3 scores, if I'm not mistaken.
At least, yes.
Okay.
It was like, you're gonna get me on this. It's probably like, I don't know, 42-21 or
You know
something
what?
like that.
Wasn't a bad guess.
Okay.
52-28.
52-28. So add a score. Okay.
I got one more game because I remember this was a fun game to watch.
Did Scott Chandler have a touchdown though? I'm pretty sure he did.
It's like 1 catch, 9 yards.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
He had 2.
Okay.
Oh, 2 scores.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
Nice. I got one more game I remember. That was an exciting game to watch. I want to say it was 2014 maybe, like Bills and Bears. It was week 1. I know that.
Oh, this is EJ.
Yeah. I don't know what year it was.
23-20 Bills in overtime, I'm pretty sure.
It was an overtime game.
Kyle Williams had a pick in this game. I remember
Got
that.
the score spot on.
23-20?
Yeah,
Wow.
Kyle Williams had a pick in that game, dude. I remember Fred Jackson. I forget who the safety was. Maybe it was Conti, dude. They had a white safety with long hair. Fred Jackson like went to the outside in overtime and just humiliated him. Where he was like went to tackle Fred and Fred stiff armed him in the face mask and he like tripped and then Fred just like hurtled over him and got pushed out at like the 2 or something.
Yeah.
I remember Brandon Marshall was on the Bears for that. I'm pretty sure.
Probably it's around its time. Yeah.
Brandon Marshall, he was just I don't know. I feel like he was kind of a diva too.
Could you imagine like going to like America's Got Talent? You just stand up there like, "Where's your talent? Name a Bills game for this year."
Yeah, like give me it.
This
Let's
week,
go.
I got it.
Well, dude, some of my buddies are like, you got to put it on TikTok. I'm like, no, dude. I'm like, this is for you guys and you guys only.
Yeah.
And then one day we'll go to like some Bills trivia thing and we'll win a bunch of money.
That's true.
Like,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
you know,
I used to be able to. I don't know if I can still do this, but I could name like a first round draft pick of the or a first overall draft pick in the NHL from like now to like 2005.
I could probably do a few of them. Power, Yakupov, McKinnon, Nico Heishier.
There you go.
Wasn't Nolan Patrick first overall, or he was like
overall.
second?
You
Okay,
were the same one as Nico Heishier.
Heishier. Okay.
Yeah.
Um,
You got McKinnon.
Eric Johnson,
Yeah.
2006 Blues. McDavid.
Yep.
Running out, dude.
John
Crosby, Tavares,
Stamkos.
Matthews,
Yeah.
um,
Darlene.
Dahlin. There was one we did, dude. I was really upset at myself. My one buddy's a Patriots fan. I had 4 minutes to name 30 guys who've caught a touchdown from Tom Brady, and I got 29.
Oh,
I was so pissed, dude.
I don't think I could get that many.
Yeah, I could not do
at
that.
There's
all.
so
No
many
chance.
funny ones, dude. Like Brandon Tate and like Matthew Slater, Scott Chandler,
Scott Chandler.
Antonio Brown,
yeah.
Oh, Antonio Brown. That's right. Yeah.
Wes Welker, Danny Amendola,
Gronk.
Gronk,
Yeah.
Hernandez.
Hernandez, R.I.P., Deion Branch, Troy Brown, Kevin Falk, James White, dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Your bag of like obscure athletes is like
Mythical
is crazy.
polls. Yeah. Dude. Well, dude, like I
I thought that was impressive with the Yaroslav spot check, but he's got it all.
Showing you up right now.
it's Madden and fantasy, dude.
Yeah.
Like it's Madden, playing Madden, having an older
No,
brother
but there's like
playing
some
Madden.
fantasy players who are just like they're good for like a year, then they just drop off. Like
Zach Stacy.
like or like David Johnson. He's one I remember. The
Yo,
Cardinals.
David
He was-
Johnson,
remember
bro.
him, Matt?
DeMarco
David Johnson.
Murray.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. David Johnson.
Marco Murray. Yeah.
DeMarco Murray.
Some other ones like
Yo, this is a crazy one. I don't know if you guys remember it. Gary Barnidge, bro. He was the Browns tight end in like 2016, and he topped out before that at like 200 yards. He had like 1,000 yards and like 14 TDs
Who
one year.
was the Browns guy that's on Madden? What was his name? The running
Peyton
back?
Hillis.
Yeah, Peyton Hillis. Yeah, he was good for a little
That's
bit.
another good one, dude. All the Browns QBs on the jersey.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Johnny Manziel.
true.
Yep.
Johnny
They've had a
Manziel.
lot of guys.
Jake
RG3
Delhomme.
was on the Browns. For a little bit.
RG3.
Yeah.
Brandon Whedon. Brandon Whedon was a Panarin, dude. He was like a 27-year-old rookie. Seneca Wallace. Charlie Fry. Trying to think of other shitty ones.
It's not a Browns guy, but I remember a Bills guy I love watching was Thad Lewis.
Yo,
Remember?
Thad Lewis. He was a Browns guy, too.
Was he really?
Yes.
Wow.
Out of Duke. Thad Lewis.
Out of Duke. I love he did the college too.
Yeah, dude. Well, it's just only like 2 Duke guys, dude. Daniel Jones and Thad Lewis. That's it.
That's true.
Thad Lewis was a baller, dude. From being like undrafted, and then he would like have a sick game when Tyrod was hurt. And I
Yeah.
was like, what is going on, dude? Thad, Kyle Orton,
Yeah, Kyle Orton. He was actually decent that
Jeff Garcia,
one.
Browns guy. Kyle Orton wasn't bad, but you got everything that came with Kyle Orton. Like, you got the sideline Shaw bombs. Like, you got the partying and stuff like that. Like, he's Uncle Rico.
Yeah. He's a guy's guy.
He's just a guy. He's
Guy's
just a
guy.
chill guy, dude.
It's just a guy.
Chill guy. I'm trying to make a living in the NFL.
Kyle Orton, dude. He wasn't bad. Doug Marrone drove me crazy. This is a game that I will pull that still pisses me off to this day, and this is part of the reason I remember all this. There was a game they played the Chiefs that 2014 year with Kyle Orton when EJ was out for like a long time. 17-13 in the fourth quarter. It's like 4th and 5. They're in field goal range. There's like 5 minutes left.
You're saying the Bills are up in this?
No, the Bills are down.
Oh, okay.
Doug Marrone says to go for it. Okay, instead of kicking the field goal being down 1. They get the ball back. Same thing, gets the red zone with like a minute left. And I'm like, if you kick the field goal, you could have just kicked another field goal and won, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that was when this all started,
Yeah.
and I was like, no. I'm like, this is time management, dude.
Like, it's got to change.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember this game this year. I think it was, I want to say it might have been Thanksgiving. It was the Bears and Lions, I remember.
Oh,
And,
dude, it was on Thanksgiving. I know exactly what you're
I
going to say.
don't remember what happened, but I remember, like, the play
They had
clock was
28
going.
seconds, and they didn't
it
use
just
a
kept
timeout,
going and going
and it
and
just
going
kept
and going.
rolling. And I
They
was
just-
like, what are you doing, dude?
Yeah, and then Williams throws it deep, and it's incomplete, and the time
And it's
runs out.
over.
It's like,
That's it.
what are you doing?
Yeah,
Everyone
what
can do
even
these
just-
things.
yeah.
It's like, what?
Shout out Matt Eberflus for that one.
That's the
there.
coach? Oh, gosh. I remember he got fired recently after.
I think it was the next day.
Was it?
Dude, it was like,
You should, yeah, that's ridiculous.
like me, the Madden in me is like, I'm like, dude, you're doing it all wrong, man. You know, I'm like, you have 2 timeouts, dude.
Yeah.
Just use one. Even if you don't do anything here, you use one and you save the time.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, what drives me crazy is when, like, and McDermott does this too. It's to be like a 2nd and 1. The Bills are on defense. He calls a timeout because the defense doesn't look right.
he
It's
doesn't
like,
look. Yeah,
It's,
I
it's
hate
2nd
that.
and 1. There's a good chance they'll get 1 yard in 2 plays here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another
Yeah.
stacker. That's another stacker meme where he sent like during games he'll send it. There's a meme of McDermott and it's like, hold up, let me burn a timeout real quick.
Seriously. He loves throwing out that T.
He loves
Yeah,
it. He loves
that
it.
dude, that group chat man is like, I don't know if you would know like many of the guys, but it's like Adam Abdelatif and like Stack and like
Oh yeah, I know
Pete.
him.
You
Yep.
remember Pete Mara from NU hockey?
Oh yeah. I knew him like a long time ago.
Pete, and, like, dude, like during like games, dude, that group chat gets like everyone's like fire McDermott, and I'm like, guys, I'm like,
He's
relax.
he's a good coach overall, honestly, my opinion.
I agree. I also think
He has flaws for sure, but
could we do better? Probably. But what are the chances you're gonna get someone in who's immediately the right
yeah,
guy?
Right. Yeah. It's gonna take
like
time.
if let's say the Bills let him go, he gets another team just like that immediately. Someone else hires
Oh,
him.
dude, you'd be DC like anywhere.
Yeah,
Right.
I think he'd be head coach anywhere. Not anywhere.
Or
but
yeah. No, I think he's
a lot of teams are gonna make
in
him
the
head
better
coach.
half of head
Yeah.
coaches.
Yeah.
I also think this is how I look at it, dude. Is I'm like, well, Pegula like got it right with the Bills. He's not going anywhere. McDermott's not going anywhere because
No.
like you're consistently in the playoffs. You're consistently in the hunt.
Yep.
And you're a contender. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I get how they're like, oh, someone's got to put us over the edge. It's not. You're not going to get rid of McDermott
Although
and
he's
then
not-
immediately
he's not-
find a good replacement.
He's not gonna get worse the more he has the job either. He's only gonna get better at it. He's not gonna be
right.
like
He's not going to regress.
no.
No.
So I mean,
Yeah. I don't know. I like McDermott personally. And like, I don't know. If anyone thinks that you can just get a fix like that, you're dead wrong.
Yeah,
That's
no
true.
way.
Yeah.
Like
I'm sure like a lot of teams like the Jaguars, the Browns, they would love that McDermott.
the Raiders.
Right now. Raiders, yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yes.
It's a crazy like world out there, man. Where like, it's kind of like a boys' club where like the same coaches just keep getting like the NHL.
That's the NHL.
How many
Yeah.
how many jobs has Tortorella been
Yeah,
through?
or like Ken Hitchcock or something.
Ken Hitchcock, Alain Vigneault, Peter Laviolette. Those dudes just stay around.
Peter DeBoer.
Pierre DeBoer, dude. He, his son went to NU.
Really?
Yeah, he super nice guy. Pierre DeBoer's, like, from what I hear, is like a good dude, but like I don't know. I've seen him kind of rage quit sometimes, and I'm like, I don't know. But you're right. Like those guys have just been around, and they'll always be around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know. I smoked a joint with Peter Laviolette's son.
That's gonna be the title of the episode.
you can call it that. We went to Plymouth State. My buddy Nate, his cousin, played D3 there. Played D3 hockey.
Is that Mass?
New Hampshire.
Oh, is it okay?
And they have a thing called Pirate Party, where like we didn't even know it was coming. And he was like, "Dude, I'm so glad you guys came." By the way, his cousin looks just like Steven Stamkos. We didn't even know it was coming. He's like, "Dude, you guys came on Pirate Party weekend." We're like, "What?" And it's like all these like this is like 2018, 2019. All these college kids dress up as pirates. So me and Nate went to Walmart and got like some white t-shirts and like kind of like chopped them up a little bit and put like headbands on. And I gotta say, first of all, very rude people in the Boston area.
Really?
They're just not very nice.
Yeah.
I had a girl come up to me and because like, dude, I'm a hairy guy, right? He's got a fucking carpet right on his chest. And I was like, what? And she was like, you got so much fucking hair. And I'm like, what? And I'm like,
that's an insane thing to say to someone.
I know,
crazy.
dude. And then
That's
she's
crazy.
like, where'd you get that hoodie at PacSun or something? Forever 21? And I was like, what the hell? So, Pirate Party rolls around on Sunday, and like we wake up, dude, and there is literally like 500 just like kids dressed up as pirates, like drinking their faces off.
Wow.
And I wanted to break a table really bad, but there were cops, and his cousin was like, dude, you can't break a table. Like, I'll get in trouble. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
So he's like, dude, this is Lavi. Like, Laviolette's son. And I was like, what's up, man? Like, pretty cool that, like, that's who your dad is. He's like, yeah, dude. You want this? And I was like, sure.
Why not?
So he smoked a J with Peter Laviolette's son, dude.
That's a pretty cool story.
Yeah, it's all right. He's a nice guy.
There you go.
But, yeah, man. Yeah, you can call the episode that if you want.
I think on that note, I think that's good.
Yeah.
Good place to end it
Happy.
there.
Yeah.
Well,
Cheers, guys. Thanks for having me.
Of course.
It's a lot of fun.
problem.
Good to have you on. And this has been the MMore Life Podcast.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.